Hi, Dr. Adam here from Skinfinity. Now we're still in lockdown, so I thought I'd record some videos on different topics. So I'm going to start with talking about tear trough. So a tear trough is a loss of fat under the eye, and this bothers people because it can happen from a young age. It can be genetic, so from the age of 16, 17 onwards. But as you get into your mid-30s as well, a lot of people do start to lose fat under the eye, and it creates that scoop. It creates a shadow. Now, this can be upsetting for some people because it makes people look very tired, especially if they're not feeling tired. It can be upsetting for people to always be commenting that they do look tired. So, filler is great in this regard because it can safely lift the skin from underneath so that there's less of a scoop, or you can almost mitigate it completely in some cases. And it can lessen the dark shadows under the eyes if the skin is very sunken. If you lift that up, then it can catch more light and it looks fresher. So people will think that you look more rejuvenated, fresher, less tired. So it's a great treatment in that regard. It is actually very safe if it's done professionally. There are different techniques to approach this. So you can use a cannula or a needle. And I often use a combination of both, and it depends on someone's individual anatomy. And the other important consideration, in fact, there's two more, and I'd say one is the products that you use. So you don't want to be using a cheap product that's going to swell and hasn't been rigorously safety tested. So always explore with your practitioner why they're using the filler that they do. And then the last thing is some people who are not appropriate for treatment, and I'm going to always tell someone if they're not, I won't treat this area if it's not going to have a good outcome. And those people are generally people with eye bags. So swelling under the eye is often caused by herniation of the fat, the infraorbital fat. You can get not only a bulge from the fat there, but also water retention, so it can swell. So you might be one of those people if you tend to get very puffy eyes in the morning. But that's something that obviously we can assess in clinic. So if any of this resonates with you, please feel free to get in touch. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Skinfinity, or if you go to my website, skinfinity.com, there's lots of information on there. But I hope that's helpful.